sets up his hair, you can see that there is a hero standing with you, or you'll see that there is a sannyasi standing in front of you. Both, partly maybe two, but he's a dentist. I want to profusely thank him for offering me the biscuit that became a kind of a bridge for us to connect, and then there is an instant fellow feeling or sense of affection which is in us, but you need someone like Raj Krishna to get that expressed. So having said that, Raji, thank you very much. And how do you feel today?
Today, I've been feeling good, like every day, but more today because just visited the Kumbh Mela, been there for about 3 nights and 4 days. So wonderful experience, and then so feel lighter, more human than I was about 3 days back. If you ask me like what I saw there, or the scenario was so amazing to see so many people gathered together, and then it's not based on religion or politics, nothing. In a lot of gatherings in India, we see with politics, but then this doesn't. I didn't even see any political posters or billboards or anything trying to promote a particular party. Nothing. So it was all about spirituality. So that is really amazing. What brought people here together? Not politics, not religion. I see a lot of people from other religion, a lot of people from other countries who have come here. So it was good.
So Raj Krishnan ji has a fascinating personality, and when he mentioned that it was all about spirituality, I was kind of tempted to take this opportunity and request you to share what is the meaning that you derive from the word spirituality, because that is also being interpreted by different people in different ways.
And to me, spirituality is like knowing oneself, and then as he mentioned earlier about me being a sannyasi. No, that's not a truth. In fact, I'm not a sannyasi in full or not even in part, because I live in a materialistic world. But at times I would like to take off like this, forgetting everything, and then trying to know myself, and then trying to know the basics is also spirituality for me.
So Raj, when you are clear about who you are, that makes you happy, and that understanding somehow we find in Mahakumbh. There is an instant sense of joy after you take a dip in the Sangam or Ganga. You come out, and it is difficult to describe. Did you feel something like that?
Honestly, I didn't feel anything miraculous there, but then the hype that is created, that going into Ganga and dipping, and it's like it's like a peer pressure, like everybody's doing it, and you also. And why everybody doing it is because there could be some reason. Otherwise, everybody would not be doing it. So that way. But I didn't find anything like dipping in Ganga and coming out. I didn't find anything different other than taking a cool dip there and then coming out. Honestly.
Yeah, no, I wanted honest. And honestly, I was also thinking that there might be not, but I did feel something. And I think
individual perspective. For me, I didn't feel any miracle or anything. It was quite normal for me.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say miracle, but I don't know. I felt good, and maybe it could be because, as you said, hyped. But anyway, moving towards the other side, I just feel we all try to understand life in our own way, through our profession, through our relations, through our study, through traveling, etc. For you, what is the cliched question? What is the most satisfying aspect of being a human?
To me, most satisfying aspect of being, of being a human, is like to meet people, to understand them, and then understand them or know more people and know more of them is more of like spirituality for me, and then I think that is that is my goal, like meeting people.
Beautiful. Actually, that is an extension of who you are through other people. Also, you get it. you have been to several places. Any place which kind of gave you a sense of more inner integrated alignment just by being there? Maybe, as they say, you felt meditative, or you want to go again and again to have that sort of feel.
Uh, I mean, I would say in India, I've traveled quite. I'm a motorbiker, so I've traveled pan India on my motorbike. And it took about 8 years for me to see completely
Oh,
to see
wow.
complete India in 8 years.
Wow. Wow.
And because I do a broken journey. I ride my motorcycle to one place, to point A to point B, leave my motorcycle there and come back for work. Go back after 2 months and then continue my journey from there. So that is how I saw pan India in 8 years' time. I would say for me, nature is very important. And then I would say, if you ask me what is the best place that I would like to go back, one is Yuksum. Yuksum is the old capital of Sikkim. It's so pristine there. I would like to go there, and I think I can find myself there.
So that's a good tip. I would also like to go and see the
Yuksum.
old capital, Yuksum.
Yeah.
Yuksum. I was reluctant whether I'll pronounce it correctly or not. Yuksum, Yuksum sounds very, very musical. So going towards music now in your life, does music play some role? Any musician? Do you sing yourself? You look like a guitarist also.
No, I wish that I was a musician. I listen to music. My connect with music is that my son-in-law is a pretty famous musician in Kerala. His name is Sushin Shyam.
Wow.
So that is my connect with music now. I learn a little bit of music from him. No, I'm not learning. I understand a little bit of music from him. It's so surprising to see how these creative people, they create music from the air. Yeah, so it actually surprises me.
I will just be concluding. You just feel like talking to someone like Raj Krishanji, but I mentioned he's a dentist, and there has been so much development in the field of dentist that I also got some work done here in India. And any particular aspect that you as a professional dentist like about your work? As you mentioned, traveling means and love for nature, and this is kind of a different sort of flow of concentration which enables you to do what you do. So I'm sure you found something which gives you a kind of call it a kick, or makes you happy, not just money, something else. So share that.
Yeah, personally, I would say I'm a very passionate person. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing. It's said that passionate people drive the world. So I'm passionate about my work, and in my younger days, I used to really work hard with dentistry, and it is dentistry that enabled me to travel a little free now. I really don't have to work all the time. So dentistry has done me a lot of things, personally and professionally, of course. And when I talk about dentistry in India, I would say the world is looking at India as a great destination for good dentistry now. What is available in the West is available here at probably much fractional cost, which makes India a place people look for value for money dentistry. This is not cheap dentistry. It is the same standards of dentistry that you get in the Western world, but at a lesser cost. So it's India soon is emerging as a destination for dentistry, and especially Kerala, the state I come from, has already been established as a destination for dental
Beautiful.
care.
Yeah. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, the way we met here at the airport, I was having coffee. He offered biscuit, then we had coffee and biscuit together, and there was an instant sense of oneness, I would say. Now, I kind of share that, call it a habit or spirit, or I also find people fascinate me, and I love learning about them. And now this also is part of my profession, but more than profession, I just enjoy sharing in this fashion by recording, etc. So now I wanted to conclude by requesting you to share one or two people whom you found very interesting, unusual, for some reason they stayed with you. And I'm sure you have met tons of people at different places, because there are some people who open up and then they know more about others.
Honestly, it's so difficult to answer such a question, because I feel that all the people that who have touched. I mean, I have met in my life. Have touched my lives at different levels. So I mean, I can't point somebody who has really influenced me. There are different people who influenced me in different aspects. I am not able to name somebody.
Like one in one particular aspect.
Like people who have shown me to look for basics in life. There are people who have actually. I've been touched by the way they've influenced me to live life in style. There are people who have influenced me to live life to the full, and people who have influenced me to live a happy life, instead of getting involved in problems and all. Problems are there for everybody, but you need to know how to surf over them and be happy, not to dive into them.
I'm very happy to hear that. And I think that mantra of happiness from Raj Krishnan takes us to the point where I would thank with you to this gentleman for sharing all that he did with us.
Thank you very much.
Namaste. Lots of good wishes. It's my pleasure and honor to be standing at Prayagraj after experience of Mahakumbh with Swami Adhyatmanandji himself, who has come, or rather who is a part of Sambodh Foundation,
Yes,
Kerala.
Kerala.
Your name Adhyatmanandji meaning the joy of spirituality.
Yes.
So talk to me about first your experience here at Prayagraj.
It's a great, amazing experience. First and foremost thing is the management of the crowd. This much crowd, how they manage it is very interesting, and they keep the cleaning very nicely. Then selfless volunteers, they are working in a wonderful way, and altogether it is a spiritual experience also. There is a history behind. It is said in our Puranas, after Palari Mathanam, the nectar Amrita Kumbham that was kept here. Hence this Kumbh Mela is happening. And after 144 years, this MahaKumbh Mela comes. Yes, it is a really amazing experience for me.
Talking about your experience at Kumbh to the quest which brought you to take this, call it a role, not just a role, but to pursue truth. If you don't mind, was there some special event that sort of made you think that the normal life of Grihasthi is not enough as far as my deep quest for truth is concerned?
Actually, that is a misconception. It's a misconception that Grihasthas cannot reach spiritual heights. You can. In Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, the very opening stanza says, if you are able to renounce the anxieties and worries of the results of actions, you are a pure sannyasi. So sannyasa means not renouncing activities. While interacting with the external world also, you can have the spiritual experience. So it is all about knowing the self, which is the witness of everything.
Swamiji, forgive me, because the mind is impatient. So when you say it is possible for Grihastha, then it starts throwing the question, and why did you adopted this path?
It is accidentally I reached here. Now I am there to inspire all Grihasthas. You can do this. So to preach, you have some disciplines and all. That's why I took sannyas. That's all.
No, Swamiji, I come to the mind which is restless for most of us, and there could be different reasons for restlessness, but the solution could be similar, if not the same. So, would you like to share? Have you experienced also your mind running in maybe thousands directions, and then it gets focused, etc.?
Focusing is all about realizing the one thread behind every thoughts. That is I thought, which is the experiencer of all thoughts. If you are able to fix on that I thought, then the rest will come and go. As in the case of the ocean, so many waves are coming and going, but the ocean stands still. So that sort of realization. Actually, our intellect is sufficient enough to realize this truth. Thing is, if you are ready to observe, if you are ready to learn from all the experiences, then you can shift your attention from the thoughts to the consciousness, which is I consciousness, and you would be able to allow all the thoughts come and go. If you identify with the waves, then of course you will be throwing here and there. But if you are able to identify with the ocean, then you will be able to allow all the waves to come and go.
Very beautifully put. When you listen to him, and as these words are coming from realization, it makes you feel getting in tune to a sense of peace. So Swami Adhyatmanaji, I thank you very much for that. And if I may also continue for little time that we have at the airport, where you are going to take flight, I am going to take flight. Mine takes flight in several ways, and as you mentioned about waves coming, then identify with the ocean, etc. Intellectually we get it, but how to get that is kind of difficult. Even if you get it for some time, again there will some way somebody said something, or somebody kind of didn't understand you, etc. There could be anything which would take that away. So how to first attain and then be established in that?
It is said, when you watch the thoughts or the experiences or the events, external events, then you transcend. So in order to transcend, please practice the watchfulness. That is enough. And at times, if we are able to have it, then focus on it, and you will be able to make it a continuous process.
As we are moving towards the concluding part, but Swami, like I am listening to you, and if somebody is paying attention, they also kind of get a little bit of clarity, as if there is a lens out of focus and it gets focused. Now, talking about Sambodh Foundation and talking about Swami Bodhanand Saraswati ji, what is it? And I hold my ears at just using a marketing term. So there is a USP term that is used in marketing field. So what is the USP of Bodhanand Saraswati ji, which kind of brought you in his frequency? Or I mean, I don't mean any disrespect, just for the lighter side I use these terms.
Yes. Pujya Bodhanand Swamiji's main focus is to live happily. In order to seek happiness, you must realize the happiness which is bestowed in you, and you will be able to live happily. So not for happiness, but with happiness. And this happiness, in order to express or unfold the happiness, you have to interact with the external world. That is the standpoint of Pujya Bodhanand Swamiji. And regarding his mission, he used to say, I laugh, and I just want to share my happiness to everyone come across.
We are also sharing that happiness from
Yes,
Prayagraj, and so while I thank Swami Adhyatmananda Saraswati Ji Maharaj for joining me for this small conversation, I don't leave you right away. So I take you to one more side. Do you also take some courses, or you have a series of lectures and any particular text or scripture that you focus more on?
Generally, we take up Upanishads and most popular text, that is Bhagavad Gita, and I am very comfortable in Malayalam, but at times I speak in English also. I have we do have a YouTube channel through which I could complete whole Bhagavad Gita chapters with the commentary of Shankaracharya ji, Shankara Bhashya. That is there in the YouTube, but it is in Malayalam. And other texts also I have dealt with.
Wonderful. So, Swamiji, I take this opportunity to share that at Haram Studio, I also did 351 episodes of Bhagavad Gita, 2 shlokas every day.
Very
Just
good.
not as erudite and scholarly, but just in the spirit of learning, translation, etc. And from Bhagavad Gita, if I take one shloka, just the way, okay, let me say it first. Neha vikrama nashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So the second line suggests that a little bit of practice of dharma is also going to help you do away with big calamities, etc. So what is this dharma that Lord Krishna is referring to here?
From the standpoint of Shankaracharya ji, if you try to understand dharma, it is the very sustaining factor. The whole universe has differences, but the underlying thread which is connecting all the universe, that is dharma. And another aspect of dharma, as per Shankaracharya ji's observations, that is which gives you all the material progress as well spiritual progress. So if you take up one of the teeny aspect of dharma, there you are connecting with the cosmos. Gradually it will help you to overcome all the hurdles. Hence it is said, Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahado bhayat. So be connected. Plug and play. Bodhan Swamiji used to say, plug and play.
Beautiful. So that playfulness from Lord Krishna to us through Swami Adhyatmananda Saraswati Ji at Prayagraj airport after Mahakumbh is a special grace and blessing, and I'm so happy and delighted that I got this opportunity of this wonderful, beautiful
Yes.
interaction. Thank you very much,
Thank
Swami.
you very
Hari Om.
much.
Pranam. Pranam.
Pleasure is mine.